easy. I'm sorry I ain't been able to get on StreamYard tonight, man. For some reason, StreamYard, I got it on the same YouTube channel, and it won't link up on my StreamYard, so I got to figure out how to do that. But hey, we here, we talking, and it's a lot to talk about. Last night we had David Morrell came out on top in his fight against Obeko. I was watching it, I was streaming it actually, and then it went out. From what I seen, he went out there, he was giving hell to Obeko, and I see why. That was my first time really watching him live fight. I see why David Benavidez has choose not to really move that route towards him. And also, Chris Colbert got knocked out. I made a video I came in about that. I was very surprised about that. I screamed when I saw him get knocked out. He got to pay somebody $50,000, for losing that fight. So that's going to be very hurtful for him, taking a loss, and you got to come out your pocket and pay somebody $50,000. But you got to remember, he made the bet. So that's on him. He got to come out and do that. But we got to talk about these Devin Haney accusations. I've been watching some videos, and, I'm coming on here. I'm not accusing Devin Haney of using steroids. From what I'm hearing through the grapevine on YouTube is that Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta Tank Davis has come out and said there's a possibility that Devin Haney is out there using steroids. Now, I don't know if it's true or not, but that's what we on here to discuss at this point. Me, like I said, I'm not really a fan of Devin Haney, but I downplay no man and his accomplishments. He went out there, he did a spectacular job. He beat Regis Prograis. Like I said, people are complaining about the fact that he came in at 165 fight night. But like I said, there's people who complaining about it, but when their favorite fighter do it, David Benavidez, he won. From what I understand, David Benavidez is really a cruiserweight, making 168. Errol Spence was really a 168-pounder, making 147. Jerron Ennis should probably be a 168-pounder, making 147. So whatever, if he, like they say, if he can make the weight, it shouldn't be really nothing to complain about. And I'm keep hearing that, people are upset, but a lot of people really don't like Devin Haney. I cannot like somebody and still give them they flowers, and I give him his flowers. Dude is a spectacular fighter. For him to go out and fight at 135, and if he can rehydrate to be that big, like I said in my video, that means Devin Haney is basically out there killing himself, and he was fighting at 50% at 135, and he still was out there beating guys. So that should let y'all know, the talent, the ring IQ, and the skills of Devin Haney. And I would like to see this fight happen with Gervonta Tank Davis, but in my opinion, I don't think it's going to happen. If the allegations are true of what Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta Tank Davis have been saying, then I think that's nothing more than a way out of fighting, Devin Haney. And I always bring up the fact of the sparring, which I didn't know either, that Floyd Mayweather sparred Devin Haney before he fought Conor McGregor. And from what Bill Haney and, from what Bill Haney and Devin Haney are saying, they went out there and they put on a good performance in that sparring section against Floyd Mayweather. And what made me know it's the truth, Floyd Mayweather was kind of making excuses, saying, oh, I hadn't been in the gym in almost a year, or this, that, and the other. He said something similar to that, like giving himself an excuse on why Devin performed good on him in sparring. But, like, it's a different thing when the lights are on. When Floyd, under the lights, it'll probably be a different thing, if they were to fight each other. But in that sparring section, I'm riding with Devin Haney on that. Devin Haney also, from what we know and understand through Nate Jones, that's his name, big guy who used to be Floyd Mayweather pad guy, who worked with Floyd Mayweather in his corner. He said, that Tank got beat up in sparring, and Devin Haney walked away with the money. So, that's something we got to talk about as well. Could it be that Tank really don't want to fight Devin Haney because they feel that they cannot beat him? You know what I'm saying? So that's something that we got to wonder about as well in this situation. But I would love to see that fight. I'm riding with Devin Haney over Tank. Nothing against Tank. I just think that Devin's the way he created his distance, the way he, you know, Devin is very smart and intelligent in the ring, and I don't think Tank will be able to get even close to Devin Haney like that. But you know, it's a different thing when you know they fighting in the ring though. You know, sparring don't mean nothing. You know, as they say, some people say sparring don't mean nothing, but when it comes to Tank, it means something. You know, Tank, Mr. Rehydration Clause, can go and put up a lot of videos of him getting beating up on people in spar. But when we hear about Tank getting knocked out by Russian fighters and he getting beat up and fighting, what's this guy name? It's a guy with some dreads. I can't remember his name. He was hitting Tank good in some spar. I do not know his name. All I know is he got some dreads, dark skin, about my color guy. They was sparring. He punched Tank in the back of the head. They was going at it. But when it comes to situations like that, when it comes to Tank, sparring doesn't matter. That's just what goes. People don't talk about sparring, but it's okay when Tank do it. But I think I'm gonna be real with you about the allegations and what I heard. You know, as I was watching the video on how it is, they were saying it's possible for somebody to be able to rehydrate like that. Now, if these statements are true, or what they're saying about how Devin Haney came in at 165 from weighing in at 140, then it may seem like that he may be taking something because they saying that this is unnatural. But then you got to go back to other situations and other fights. Marcos Maidana. When Floyd Mayweather fought Marcos Maidana weighed in at 147 on the scale, but he came in at like 160 something that night. So if y'all gonna accuse Devin Haney of using steroids, then you have to accuse Marcos Maidana of using steroids as well. You see what I'm saying? But I think there's nothing more than, hey, put a bad name on the Haneys, you know, the dog, you know, make the Haneys look bad so they won't have to get into a fight with Gervonta Tank Davis. Anything to throw off the fact that, hey, let's fight. You know, just like Devin Haney say, they say a lot of stuff, but you never hear Tank say, hey, let's fight. And Devin Haney is ready. He didn't get a scratch on him, unfortunately, with Regis Prograis. I thought Regis was going to do a way better job than that. So I'm sure Devin Haney is willing to jump right back in the ring with Tank right now if Tank is willing to drop the excuses of come to 135 and, you know, they really trying to trying to get an advantage. And y'all got to understand, Tank loves advantages. He said it against Ryan Garcia. I had to get an advantage. He bigger. He this, he that, but you fought at 140 before. But you made Mario Barrios fight at a rehydration clause too. See, Tank legacy gonna be tarnished on down the end. I'm telling y'all, Tank legacy ain't gonna be nothing the way they got him moving out there. It's gonna be very hard for him to come back and be. I'm wondering. I doubt if Tank even make it to the Hall of Fame with the way he moving. And you know, I saw Shakur Stevenson interview with what their name is, Barack from the Zone, Barack and Zarak from Bazone, whatever their names is. I don't like them dudes. They don't ask the right questions. They be more of homeboys instead of journalists or, you know, people asking the right questions, you know. And Shakur Stevenson, he was saying, you know, what did Shakur say? Hold on, I got on that subject for something. It was something Shakur Stevenson had said in that situation. Damn, what did Shakur say? My mind blown right now on something, but Shakur, I gotta restart from that. I don't know what else. I gotta go back from somewhere else because I can't remember what Shakur was saying about something similar to that. But whichever way it go, it basically seems like to me they don't really want to fight him. And then we got to ask, what's next for Chris Colbert? Chris Colbert should go down and wait. I think that's one of his issues. He should go back down. If he's at 130 now, I think he need to go back down to 126 because it looks like he can't handle the power of 135 pounders. He need to go back to 130, 126. I think he'll be a better fighter there. And one thing we got to do, Chris Colbert, is he need to start listening to his coaches. You know, he was over there, they trying to talk to him, and he telling them, "Oh, it's all good, it's this and that." No, it's not all good. This dude ran out, he done knocked you down once before, and then he out there flatlined you. You know, so Chris Colbert need to stop all that cockiness and realize that he need to listen to his camp, you know, and his team. I think that's probably was one of the reasons that he went out there and lost last night. He was doing more than necessary. He don't really have power at 135. You know, then he had the audacity to say he want to fight Tank next. You see, sometimes you can bite off more than you can chew, and some that asking to fight Tank that's gonna be too much. They're gonna be hell for him. You know, Tank. If old boy knocked you through the ropes, Tank probably gonna knock the color out your head. You know what I'm saying? Tank gonna knock the dye out his head. You need to stay away from Tank. You know, there's nothing wrong with losing. You know what I'm saying? All the best of fighters have lost before. So, you know, Chris Colbert can bounce back. You know, I always bring up the career of Tevin Farmer, started, you know, in the sport of boxing, losing, and then he elevated himself and became champion. You know, to me, Tevin Farmer is one of the slickest fighters in boxing, you know, as far as defense at this point in boxing right now. And I'm waiting to see a lot more from Tevin Farmer, too, actually. I really want to see more of Tevin Farmer. I've always been a fan of his. You know, I always go for the underdog who, you know, rise up and make his way. And Tevin Farmer actually did that. I love to see Tevin Farmer versus Tank, Shakur Stevenson, all them guys at 135. You know, it's a lot of fighters out there at 135, and especially at 140. But I'm trying to remember what it was that Shakur Stevenson was saying in his video, in his interview with them guys, Barack now. What we do, he say MRI is gonna come out soon about his hand injury. Hopefully we get the proof on that. You know, because yes, I criticized Shakur Stevenson, you know, about this situation. I felt like if you was injured or your hand was hurt, he say I have to watch the fight again. They say you could clearly see that his hand was injured in the fight. Well, you know, if that took away the performance, then you know I apologize for that, Shakur Stevenson. But I feel like when people spending their money on y'all, and you know, even though you're saying you're not making an excuse, that's not an excuse. You know, we would have seen it in the fight if your hand was actually hurt. You know what I'm saying? But that's something to tell the fans and the people who buying ESPN subscriptions to watch you fight, and then we going to sleep on your fights. So that's not real cool, you know, in that situation. But Sleepless, what's up with you, Booyon? Also, y'all, I'm sorry about. Normally I be on my StreamYard. I can't get on there. I guess I'm gonna have to pay for it. I just bought me a truck. I ain't got no money to buy the StreamYard right now. So if you want me to get on, you know what I'm saying, support the channel. I would truly appreciate whatever you send to the channel. Go to Cash App, support the channel. You know how it go. But I would love to get on here and talk with y'all more, but I can't due to the fact StreamYard won't let me on. But it was something interesting that he said, Shakur Stevenson, but I just can't remember it right now. But yeah, you know, with Devin Haney and Tank situation, you know, it seems like a duck to me. It seems like a pure duck. It seems like they just don't want to get in the ring with Devin Haney. You know, they had all the possibility in the world before. Tank ain't chasing big fights. Tank ain't chasing big names, you know, unless they can go through a rehydration clause. And that's not fair in the sport of boxing. I don't see how people even see that as cool, or people can acknowledge Tank for going out here doing what he's doing in the sport of boxing. Oh, that's what it was. They asked Shakur Stevenson whose resume was better, his or Tank. And I think he was trying to be respectful, you know, because he was like, I say I accomplished more in the sport of boxing than Tank, but I say his resume ain't messing with yours, Shakur. I don't understand what people think. Tank does not have a resume. Tank don't have a resume. Leo Santa Cruz, okay. You can't even say, and Gamboa was 40-some years old, 38, 39 years old. Then he was just coming off a loss, if I'm mistaken, from Devin Haney. Who else? Okay, you can give him Cellular or Pedraza. You could get on Pedraza, but other than that, you can't really. What's Tank's resume? No black fighter, no nothing. All they talk about is pay-per-view. Also, this Leonard Ellerby with the all they made was 50,000 in pay-per-view. So what they got to do with you? See, this is something that money issues. When they talk about money in boxing, is a new way of ducking as well. Lowballing opponents and asking for too much money, and now my pay-per-view numbers are better than your stuff is ducking. It don't matter what if Devin Haney went out there and made 10,000 pay-per-views. It has nothing to do with them getting in the ring and fight. This is a new era of boxing. Back in the day, you didn't hear Sugar Ray Leonard say, "Well, I ain't gonna fight Tommy Hearns because Tommy Hearns only did 20,000 pay-per-views." You didn't see Oscar De La Hoya say, "Well, I ain't gonna fight Felix Trinidad because Felix Trinidad don't sell that many pay-per-views." You didn't see that going on back in the day. This is that Leonard Ellerby, Floyd Mayweather protection. What it is? Protection of Tank way of not letting him fight anybody using numbers. And Tank numbers are not big. I don't know why y'all fans out there love saying that Tank numbers is out of this world. 200,000 pay-per-views ain't nothing. Understand that. Coming from behind Floyd Mayweather, Pacquiao, Mike Tyson, Lennox Lewis, all them pay-per-views, them $1 million, $2 million, $4 million pay-per-views and buys, 200,000 ain't nothing. Stop letting them tell you that. All this streaming, the excuse is not streaming. Because when Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. when they got in the ring in that exhibition, they did 1 million pay-per-views. A lot of people got to understand the difference between superstars and household names. Mike Tyson is a household name. Floyd Mayweather is a household name. Tank is not a household name. Devin Haney is not a household name. Many others are not household names. That's why they're not selling like that. It's not streaming. But to sit up and say, it's a business and 50,000 pay-per-views ain't enough for y'all to get in the ring with him. That ain't enough for y'all to get in the ring with Devin Haney. An accomplished fighter like him with his resume, even though I still say he lost to Lomachenko. Even with an accomplished fighter like Devin Haney, to put Devin Haney on your resume with a win, that's a great accomplishment. It's better than going out there fighting Hector Garcias. Oh, my bad. Tank fought Ryan Garcia too. My bad. I forgot about Ryan Garcia, but I don't. You see how even his rehydrating Ryan Garcia, you can't even remember that he fought Ryan Garcia. You can't even, because to me it wasn't done fairly. Floyd Mayweather, and let me tell y'all this: Floyd Mayweather used to get in the ring with opponents that was 20 pounds bigger than him and still beat him. Why Tank can't do it if he's so special? Why Tank can't do it if he's so special? Why he gotta have, I got to have an advantage because they bigger than me. As long as y'all pick 140 and they come in at 140, what they come in after don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing. Ain't nobody going behind and tracking Tank and seeing where he come in after weigh-ins. Ain't nobody gonna know. I don't know Tank not to like him, brother. I'm just not a fanboy like y'all. I don't want Tank to take me on a date. I don't want Tank to take me on a date. I'm talking about boxing. I don't like Tank. I don't want him to be my boyfriend. I'm not gay. I'm not y'all new era cats. I don't want Tank to take me out on a date. I'm talking about boxing. You probably want him to take you out on a date, not me. I'm talking about the fact that he ain't fighting nobody. Him and his team making excuses to get real names on his resume. 50,000 pay-per-views ain't got nothing to do with you stepping in the ring with Devin Haney. Okay, so next when they go to Teofimo Lopez, Teofimo, he did 100,000 pay-per-views last time he fought. Teofimo ain't a pay-per-view superstar. See what I'm saying? Shakur ain't a pay-per-view superstar. So that's what you want to keep hearing from. If this is your favorite fighter, you want to keep hearing every time it's time to fight somebody that could possibly beat him. Oh, they ain't making enough money like Tank is, so we ain't gonna make the fight. What that got to do with it? What they got to do with it? What lies am I spreading? What lies I'm spreading? Tell me. To know what pay-per-view, which Tank is a big name, right? If Tank can sell at least, if Tank can sell a fight fighting Hector Garcia's and the other opponents that he's fought on pay-per-view, they ain't got to make nothing. See, y'all be contradicting y'allselves. See, that's that Leonard Ellerby talk. If Tank could make a pay-per-view fighting Hector Luis Garcia, a guy he made move up from 130 to fight him, then they ain't got to have big numbers. He gonna sell regardless, right? Right? So what's the excuse? What's the excuse? He gonna make his money regardless, right? So what does it matter if they never been on pay-per-view? Hector Luis Garcia never been on pay-per-view. You know, Isaac Cruz never had been on pay-per-view. Many other of his opponents never been on pay-per-view. So what's this? What they got to do with anything? Whether they've been on pay-per-view or not, they names Shakur Stevenson, Teofimo Lopez, many other fighters who Tank ducking. Hell, Frank Martin ain't never been on pay-per-view. But if Tank fought for Frank Martin, it would sell. If Tank fought Frank Martin, it would sell. That's exactly what I'm saying. Leonard Ellerby got y'all lost in y'all head, thinking Tank just is about the money. True enough, it's prize fighting. They got to take care of their family. It's a dangerous sport. But don't keep using money and pay-per-views as reasons to duck fighters. That's what Bill Haney was just telling people. Stop letting them piss on your head until you it's raining outside with Tank. Because he been pissing on y'all head for a long time. And y'all jumping on people's channel talking about somebody lying on him. Okay, Leon, where you at? Don't go nowhere yet, Leon. Even though I just killed you with that. What else I'm lying about? Has Tank fought a black fighter yet? Why hasn't Tank fought Lomachenko? Why has he fought any name that could possibly beat him or give him a tough fight? Riley Romero went on pay-per-view before and he fought Riley. Riley Romero. Oh, you just said, you just said Tank fought Gamboa after Gamboa lost to Devin. Well, it don't matter. Gamboa was 38 years old. Gamboa came back to make money. So you want to give him credit for Gamboa? That's what you want to do. You want to give him credit for Gamboa? Let me see. None of them fought a black fighter yet. Who ain't fought a black fighter yet? Who ain't fought a black fighter yet? He got 4 black fighters on his resume, but none of them live dogs. They know what people be saying when we saying he ain't fought no black fighters. We ain't talking about no dudes who's his number 4 fighting his number. We talking about black fighters of Frank Martin, or Keyshawn Davis, somebody with a name who can possibly give them a good fight. Yeah, they know what we be saying. They just try to find a way of not saying anything. Then Dale fight Gamboa a whole year later. And Dale shouldn't have gotten no. Gamboa was old, washed up, fighting for money. They know they see. That's what I'm telling you. They fought for the name. Didn't Tank fight Gamboa on pay-per-view? Didn't Tank fight Gamboa on pay-per-view? Because of his name. His name. But Riley went on pay-per-view. Hector Luis Garcia went on never on pay-per-view. Yeah, I see. He don't know what he talking about. Thank you, Vic. Shakur and Haney fought black fighters for championships. What Tank done did? What Tank done did? What Tank done did? He trying to find somebody to fight right now who ain't black. So why don't people beat up 35-year-olds, make the Tevin Farmer fight, Loma fight, Regis fight, and etc. Good points. So why he won't make them fighters? Because they ain't easy fights. He could possibly lose. That's why. He can possibly lose. Tank is the championship. See, this what they done to boxing. Hey man, this is what they done to our sport, man. This is what they done to the sport. Linda Ellerby and Floyd Mayweather, they destroyed boxing, bro. And Al Heyman, they destroyed boxing. Now, I'm gonna say that as a black man. No disrespect to Floyd Mayweather. One of the greatest I've ever seen. Skill set, made the most money, did everything, accomplished a lot. But he destroyed him and Tank. Him and Linda Ellerby are destroying boxing. They're destroying it. No, it ain't destroying it. They destroyed it. You never used to hear this type of talk. You never used to hear this type of talk back in the day. Evander Holyfield, Mike Tyson. I ain't gonna fight Mike Tyson because he didn't do 100,000 pay-per-views last time he fought. See what I'm saying? Riddick Bowe versus Evander Holyfield. Well, I ain't Riddick Bowe say, I ain't gonna fight Evander Holyfield because I make more money than Evander Holyfield. You see what I'm saying, dude? See what I'm saying? David Toole versus Lennox Lewis. Lennox Lewis didn't say, well, I'm not gonna fight David Toole because he don't make that much money. I make too much money more than him. Because they'll know. And no, it ain't got nothing to do with internet or social media. More men have become fanboys of other men. See, a lot of y'all don't love the sport. Y'all don't know nothing about boxing. Y'all ain't been watching it long enough to know nothing about it. Y'all fall in love with men. Y'all are fans of men, not the sport. I'm just going to keep it real with you. It's obvious you're not a fan of boxing. You're a fan of a man. And I don't mean no disrespect. I'm just telling you from how you talking. I don't mean no disrespect. You're not a fan of boxing. You're a fan of a man. Because there ain't no way in the world you could be a fan of boxing and agree with what Tank is doing in the sport of boxing. There's no way. Ain't no way. There ain't no way you could be a fan of boxing and sit up here and love that. You said I woke up in the ring with Ryan. Oh yeah, he got him, bro. He got him. Tank probably looking for Rayo. Hey, yeah. You said who said that boxing magic? Boxing magic. I wouldn't be surprised that's his next fight. Oh, he's coming off a spectacular win of knocking out Chris Colbert. That's yeah. You said something then, bro. You said something then. Oh, he's coming off. What up with you, Anthony? He's coming off a spectacular win. After knocking out Chris Colbert, he's becoming a pay-per-view star. He's becoming a pay-per-view star. How old is Mr. Gary Russell? It ain't Tank Express. Tank ain't Express. Yeah, he won't even fight Gary Russell. That's the name. I like that. He could fight Gary, even though Gary Russell is what? a division, 2 divisions smaller than him. I accept the Gary Russell fight. Gary Russell. He won't even fight Gary Russell. Oh, because Gary ain't got to take no rehydration cloud. Gary gonna come up in another weight. He won't even fight Gary Russell Jr. This man been calling him out for 13 years. Not 13 years, I'm over exaggerating. He won't fight him. Old 30-something-year-old Gary Russell. Smaller weight division. He won't even do that. And Dev is fighting Sandor Martin, his mandatory, called by the WBC before the Regis fight was made. What they got to do with Tank? Colbert was never all that anyway. Nah, Chris Colbert was all show. And then that's what's happening to him. He becoming an Edgar Berlangua right now. He becoming an Edgar Berlangua. It showed that he ain't, like I told y'all, it's a video, a documentary on what it was, on Netflix I watched. And Chris Colbert was called down there to train with this guy who was finna fight a guy. He was a Latino Mexican fighter. Him and Erickson Lube and then another fighter was in the kitchen. He said, I'm coming down here to vacation. Erickson Lubin was like, he's like, you coming down here to vacation? He said, man, you supposed to be coming down here to work, not be down here vacationing. He said, man, forget that. I don't be down here Chris Colbert don't work hard like y'all think he do. And I ain't to knock you, my brother, Chris Colbert. You getting bread, you getting a lot of money, my brother. But he ain't working out there like, when you ever see him really in the gym? See, he one of them people think he just blessed with talent. Because he got fast hands and fast feet. He think he could just go out there and beat anybody. You could clearly see last night when he was fighting Valenzuela, he ain't did nothing. He wasn't training for real to beat that. He thought he was just good enough. He thought he had a messed up night the first fight. He didn't come out there with no game plan to beat Valenzuela. He didn't have no plan B, plan A, plan C to beat Valenzuela. He went out there, I was just slipping that night. I know I'm faster than him. I can outbox him. And he went out there and he got knocked out. He need to go back down in the month. Now, we can agree on that. Either read my comment wrong. I said Tank and his team expressed interest in Gary Russell is 2023, but you saying Dev only fighting the old guy. I'm not finna put that old guy. Regis, his age ain't having. This man just went out there and beat Zepeda. Even though Richard Hitchens just did the same thing. Age ain't, I'm not finna put that on. See, I'm not a fan of Devin Haney, but I'm not finna downplay his victory over my boy Regis. Age ain't nothing but a number. Age ain't nothing but a number. I'm not finna downplay that man like that. And I don't like Devin Haney. But no, that man's won at fair square. Regis don't smoke, don't drink. Regis probably got a body of a 23-year-old, 25-year-old. He won fair and square. That's not old. He lucky Raul say he ain't want that 50K. He said he loved Colbert and his dad for the opportunity. And Colbert say, we won one. That's weak. He said they won one. Oh, he's still saying he won the first fight too. That's a solid win, and the fanboys hate it. Yeah, that's a solid win, man. Tank is an actor paying boxing. Tank just in boxing to get the money and leave. And Regis lost his last fight to Zorrillo. What they got to do with what Devin did to him? Did Zorrillo do him like Devin? Yeah, you really a fan of Tank. Because you so blindfolded by what he's doing, you don't even want to acknowledge nothing that he's doing. Yeah, that's why I told you. I said, y'all ain't fans of boxing. Y'all fans of a man. What y'all like his tattoos or something? You like the way his hair braided? I'm like, I don't understand y'all, bro. Like, bro, y'all, why you watch boxing, bro? Hey, Leon, why you watch boxing, bro? I'm just asking you. What? How long you been watching boxing? I'm really asking you this. So Devin too big at 140, but Barrios was. I don't be understanding these dudes, man. I think the best two at 135 with Devin was Tank and Shakur. Shakur had a bad outing last fight due to injury, but they're the most talented. All of them talented. You've been watching boxing since you was 4 years old. 4. Oh my God. Oh my God. About 30 years ago. Mm-hmm. No, over 35 years ago. Okay. So that means I'm 5 years older than you. What was the first fight you seen at 4 years old? Your dad used to watch, and you remember at 4? Because that's kind of similar to me. My daddy used to do pay-per-views, house party pay-per-views, and that's the first time I seen boxing when I was 8 years old. And I can't even remember who fought. Besides, it was Mike Tyson, because I was just amazed that some little dude was knocking some dude across the work. But if you can remember who you watched at 4 years old, you should be a genius. That means you got what they call it, photographic memory. You should be a genius at this point. Fight parties, yeah. They come and pay for the pay-per-view. Everybody put their money in and come watch it. Mike. Okay, I'm finna tell you something, bro. I'm 40 years old, right? I'm 40. How old are you? See, you lying. You just I ain't even gotta talk. Everybody just look at the last comment. Look at the last comment. You lying. You lying. From 34 years ago, you was watching boxing when you was 4. You 41. I'm 40 years old, bro. Ain't no way in hell you was watching no Marvin Hagler, no Sugar Ray Leonard fight. I'm 40 years old, bro. I'm gonna be 41 next year. Bro, how you lying because your time don't add up. Hold up. Okay then. I hate to get petty with you, but we gonna get petty. Watch this. Watch this. I'm finna type in. You said, when did Sugar Ray Leonard and Marvin Hagler fight? Now you saying you watched this fight. Ooh, boy. My daddy said was lying. The New York second. Somebody find that for me. Hold on, let me go to Box Rec. Somebody help me out. Find this. In 88. Yeah. All right. The fuck? Okay, hold on. Nah, that ain't him. What'd you say? I said 30 at first. Hello, 37. We not in math class, champ. I said 30 at first. Yes, at the Charleston racetrack on my dad. And see, what your everything's switching up, bro. Okay, we ain't gonna go back. We ain't gonna go into all that. Everything's switching up. Your stories ain't staying the same. But y'all, I gotta go do something. You know, I'm happy to be on. Well, I'm happy I came on, which I'm letting y'all know. My StreamYard is not acting right. You know, I can't put my other channel. I got 2 channels. I can't put my boxing channel on StreamYard. I have to pay for StreamYard now in order to get my time up. Um, and that's gonna be probably a little while later. I just bought me a truck, like I said, so they're gonna have to be when I get paid, which is like a week and something from now. So if y'all want to help me out to get back on StreamYard, go to Cash App, support the channel. I appreciate whatever you're saying. And I hope that everybody have a blessed night. I just came on to talk for a minute, let y'all know what's going on, and spread my little opinion about certain fights that happened yesterday. But I ask that y'all stay tuned to the channel. You know, please support and continue to support the channel by watching, sharing the videos as well. This is your boy Easy, man. I'm signing out. Y'all have a good one.